Okay, welcome to Beer League. We've got a great matchup of SCSD against SCO. Just gonna get right into game because there was no draft sheet. Let me change up the team names here as well.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
There is no series scores just yet. No invades going down. Looking like just a 5-point start. We've got Shed in the top lane on the side of STSD. Fusro on the Amumu. Slamerai Jack on Hui. Scoobs on the Smolder along with Barkwater on Yumi. For that side of SCO, we have Cat Beans on Mordekaiser. SKO Nightmare, one of the most dangerous junglers in the Beer League on Lee Sin. I'm a Killer on Syndra, Celestial Vixen playing Varus. And SKO Kane on the Nico in the supportive role. I'm going to look for Nightmare to path down toward the bot lane. That is the team's... It's kind of where their points lie. So looking for some good stuff here. Poke going down. Nice and early on the side of SCO. Mid lane is just going to be a lot of poking back and forth. Hui's going to become quite the terror later in the matchup. I'd like to see both junglers start on opposite sides of the map. Nightmare should have an understanding of where Fusro's starting, just because his bot lane does know that there was a leash given. SCO's getting some deep wards down, just in case Fusro wants to 3-camp into bot. Lee Sin seems to be skipping his Wu buff and moving straight into mid lane for a roundabout gank. I'm a Killer hits the QE. The sun gets the electrocute proc, and Nightmare's just hanging out, getting ready for a counter gank. Fusro's doing a good job picking where Lee Sin should be for his team. Good poke coming down on both sides. Game is pretty much fairly even. Lee Sin's a little bit behind on gold just because he took a while to get to his camps. One thing about the side of STSD is Fusro loves his grubs, so expect him to be on there at 5 minutes on the dot, if not as close to it as possible. Oftentimes people are a little bit afraid of Smolder because of what he can do late game, whether it's just calling down his mother or getting to the zone where he can execute people. But it looks like right there, Celestial Vixen just executes Yumi. And might be a little bit of a learning curve for her. That's okay. But the side of SCO just has so much lockdown. And, I mean, Scoobs only has one cleanse, and he can't cleanse both Nico and Varus and Syndra all at once. So it's going to be a little bit difficult. But we'll see if Scoobs can get there. And just stay far enough in the back. Shed might be able to peel for him, as will Amumu, but I look for those two to also be engaged. Alright, Scoobs just not too much going on. the map right now. The neutral objectives did spawn at the 5-minute mark. So we do have Dragon, we do have Grubs. We have some pretty good wards on the side of STSD to make sure we can spot out Nightmare. Unfortunately, Scoobs goes down, which means Yuumi is not far after. Let's see, Kane does give that kill over to the Varus. I mean, he's down by no CS now. He's up by 1,000 gold. It's going to be a little bit scary, especially since Vixen and Kane are a pretty dynamic duo in the bot lane. And I mean, even though Vixen does have 1,000 gold in their pockets, Nightmare just wants this free dragon. Not being Smolder, but the Ocean Drake. And just like that, the Grubs do go down pretty early, as we expected, and Kane gets the trade-off of objectives, goes for Dragon. Looks for a ward hop, but there aren't really many camps to take, so he's just gonna recall. Spend his 700 gold and maybe not recall. Both top laners are hitting 6. It's going to be making the gank on Mumu's side a little bit more difficult. The red side of SCO does have this map littered with control wards and vision on the bot half, so they're protecting this Varus as much as they can. Really don't want Amumu to take any bounties from Vixen. Double ward in the bush, it's a veteran move. Don't see that all the time. Looks like Fusro might try and get something mid after this crab goes down. Or else he's going to be looking to steal away this red buff. This could be problematic. Flash going away from Amakiller after Slamerai uses his ult. Doesn't get the takedown. Fusro should be able to take this fight at red buff. He is a level up. He does have smite available. Nightmare does not, and Fusro is able to smite secured away. Syndra might be in trouble as she gets tethered by the mummy. Goes down. Kill goes over to Fusro as well. It's going to be looking in the bot lane because top lane, they're just farming. Bot lane's the one lane with constant action. Next objectives. I really dislike. The game can't have this in the right spot. Scoobs is forced to flash and cleanse out, but SKO Kane is able to get the ult off. Fusro is able to follow it up with a flash ult of his own, and Celestial Vixen might go down to Fusro. Instead, Barkwater takes the kill, and every Yuumi main rejoices, knowing that she used all of her skill and ability to press W to secure that kill. Alright, and with Fusro being on the bot side, Nightmare's going to go and take away his top half camps, get a nice free blue buff. And maybe look to camp or gank Ched after that. I mean, Fusro, he's doing a good job of farming and making sure that he's got his gold. He's up 20 CS right now. Slamerai Jack getting in a little bit of trouble. SKO Nightmare, but it's actually Kane coming through on the gank as Nico. Looks like Lee Sin's up top, just basing, making sure Ched doesn't try to do anything stupid. Like pick a fight with Mordekaiser, and if he does, he'd be waiting for him. We do have Grubs coming up in 40 seconds, so Fusro pinged it. Varus Q coming through. Deals a decent chunk to Scoobs, but he does have a Yuumi, so not too much to be afraid of. Slamerai's getting some decent wave clear down. And poke as well. Grubs are up in 8 seconds. Look for Fusro to be there. right then. Oh no, unfortunately Scoobs is getting hit with the Nico root ability with the Q beam pop 3 times on that as well. Just delaying his base. And Nico's just doing her best to be annoying. Doing a darn good job at it too. Good job, Kane. Alright. Fuser's got his grubs. He's happy. I hope he's not going to try and do a gank here, but unfortunately, I think he's going to. He's only got a 200 gold shutdown. So luckily he's not going too deep. Nightmare is behind Hui, but I think he should be pretty safe with there being no wave in the area. Dragon's going to be up in 20 seconds. Looks like Fuser is going to try and be back on the map in time, but unfortunately Scoobs and Barkwater, they just don't have a lane to play on. Just the follow-up, he does call him Mom. It's not enough as Nico survives. Ooh, Yumi goes down. Slamrai gets Amakiller down to like 20 HP. Unfortunately, Bob Ross's Pain by Numbers is not that dangerous. And this should be free Dragon over to the side of SCO. Mr. Slamrai Jack has something else to say about that though, and he's going to try and walk them off of the objective, and they do so. Varus uses his ult just for the disengage. Not a bad idea. Nightmare is above Slamrai Jack, and I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to just eliminate him. But it's looking like, hey, we don't have our ADC, we don't have our support. I don't have to 50-50 this. Crazy thing is, it's been 12 minutes, and I don't think either top laner has used their ult yet, or a summoner spell that wasn't teleport. So it's quite impressive. Blow's getting traded both mid lane. Bot lane, Scoobs has fallen a little bit behind. Varus and Idem ahead of him at this point. A little scary, not too bad. Shed just going in, getting some poke down. On to Cat Beans. I don't know. Not too many roams going down. Most of them are coming out from Kane on the Nico. Just taking advantage of the Nico passive, making everyone think, oh guys, here's Nightmare. You have to watch out for him. But really it's just a Nico guarding red buff, making sure that Celestial Vixen is able to pick that up. We do have some pings coming out. Yumi and Amumu are going to be teaming up together. Ched might be getting dove right here. It looks like we've got 3 members of SCO on the top side. Nightmare's not really doing much. That's actually Nico. Good job, Riot Games. Thanks for letting me know. We got nice chains coming out from Varus. Able to take down Ched. And Fuser's just going to be here, clean up some more CS. The actual Lee Sin's in the bot lane with Scoobs. Hopefully Scoobs can get some stacks. On to Nightmare. TP coming in. This should be from the Mordekaiser Cat Beans. So I'm just going to move my chat around so I can see stack numbers. 79 stacks for Scoobs. So he's definitely not where he wants to be in terms of stacking, but not the worst spot to be. He could be 0-4 or 0-3 with no assist. Fusro coming in. Gets exhausted by the Varus. Yumi all coming through, but not sure if it did enough. Ched's able to take down the Celestial Vixen, get a bunch of gold in his pockets. Flash coming out from both Ched and Nico. Looks like Kane should be able to get away. At least heal up, speed up a little bit. Ched, he's got the power of the stick, the whacking stick. Gets a double kill. Takes down the bot lane of SCO. And Scoobs is forced to fight for his life under his turret. He does have his mom in the area though, so we shouldn't be too afraid. And this another void going over to the side of STSD. And I don't think Scoobers really hates this lane unless he were to get ulted, but he's plenty of time just CS in this lane, doesn't have to push anything. Can just stack his Q and hit Mordekaiser with some abilities. Got Dragon number 3 coming up in 1 minute. Not too much urgency on the side of STSD to get vision down that area. They do have 2 control wards, 1 in the pit, but that's going to get cleared out right now. And we do have 1 more right behind the dragon pit. Ched is on the top side by himself. It looks like Syndra is going to be matching him up there with the TP. Ched has 600 gold, not much in his pockets, so I'm not really sure where he's running to. Yuumi ult coming through along with a Hui ult. It's not going to be enough to take down Nightmare. But it is certainly going to get him very, very, very low. There should be a good opportunity for STSD to get the dragon. Nightmare is on a recall. Barkwater does have to be careful not to get hit by any CC, or else she's just going to be out of another life and just down to 6 more this game. Ched coming in with a great ult onto the Vars. Vars is forced to flash away and use his ult. Fusra with a follow-up calls him mother from the side of Scoobs. Vars goes down. Ched goes down with the execute from Syndra ultimate. And it looks like Fusra is going to go down, but Scoobs is going to take a giant Mordekaiser with him. Syndra with a great QE 3-man hit. Flash coming out from Nightmare, just stay a little bit safe. I don't think STSD is going to be able to take the dragon. But they should be able to stall long enough for Fusro to do something. There is a lot of vision in this area though. So Lee Sin might be able to do something a little bit crazy. Especially with Nico back on the map, posing as Lee Sin. But it looks like the side of STSD is just going to give this one over. Yuumi might try and go for some kind of steal, not really sure. But it looks like Fusro doesn't want to fight over this. There's no real need at this point. 2k gold lead. 1.5k gold lead, I guess, on the side of SCO. Most of that is coming in the jungle. It's just, or in the ADC and support role. About 2,000 gold lead for Vixen. And unfortunately, we do have a Darksteel on Hui that just hasn't been able to get rocking yet. I think it was just recently purchased, though. So, I mean, with the later the game goes, expect more team fights. And expect that book to, or that ring to start stacking a little bit. Scoobs is just stacking as well. He's able to avoid the QE coming in from Syndra. He's at 147 stacks, 148 stacks. So we should probably hit the execute mark around 23, 24 minutes, depending on how many team fights he's a part of or how many minions he can stack and attack. Blue buff being shared between Amumu and Hui. Ched's looking to fight Mordekaiser. He is taken into the Death Realm. Ched does have an ult available. Not sure if he's going to use it just to try and delay the inevitable. He is able to flash away, but the flash follow from Mordekaiser could be enough, especially if he lands the Claw of Death with the smack, the whack, and the attack. Down goes Ched. And the map's gotten a little bit darker for the side of STSD. They don't really have any wards in their top half that are going to be crucial for vision this game. Fusro does dive in with his bandage toss. He's going to clear up some wave. Definitely not miss that cannon minion. That'd be a little embarrassing if he did. And Samurai Jack is just sitting and wait. They know that someone's in this jungle. They're just not really sure where. Unfortunately, Fusro thinks he might be able to fight this. He does have his Curse of the Sad Mummy available to go. Lee Sin's taking it. Unfortunately, SKO Kane misses the flash on the Nico ultimate. Ched's going in. He's trying to get some redemption. Mother gets called in by Scoobs, but it's not going to be enough. As Varus takes down Hui. Scoobs is able to take down the Varus. Ched takes down Mordekaiser in the top side. Nightmare's just walking around up top. Should be able to escape for free. But he is being hunted by Ched on the Wukong, and it looks like he's just going to get right on out. So, I mean, overall, pretty good fighting on the side of STSD. I know coming into this game, they were definitely big underdogs. They're doing really well, though. Unfortunately, they haven't gotten any turrets to show for how well they're doing. They haven't gotten any turrets for the time invested in the 6 grubs. But, I mean, this game's not over yet. One big team fight, they can rush through a few turrets pretty quickly. Especially if Smolder is able to survive and not be taken down. Yumi's doing a dangerous thing. Walking alone with no one nearby against a team that has a bunch of crowd control. But this Yumi's not afraid. Smolder, stat check, 188, 190 stacks, so stacking nice and quickly. Baron is alive. Dragon's coming up in 45 seconds. This will be Soul Point on the side of SCO. And I mean, I think if you're STSD, you want to avoid the Soul being completed. Nico's able to get a nice little root coming out with the ult as well. Varus ult coming through. Mother and Yumi all do the trick. Unfortunately, Nico's able to take down Hui. Scoobs somehow survives. Ched gets a kill on Mordekaiser again. He really does not like his counterpart. Scoobs gets flash ult kicked by the Nightmare. He's living one. Fusro goes back in, gets the chains, the bandage toss on Ammo Killer. It's not enough. Double kill going down for the Syndra. It should be Dragon as well to the side of SCO. So I'm going to guess Fusro's just looking to try and get some kind of vision in the top half. Dragon, or Baron's going to be the next objective to fall. Not sure how STSD can bring this one back. Just like the lockdown that SCO has, it's a lot. And it seems like Kane and Nightmare just know exactly where STSD is hiding and where they're trying to be. So it can make life a little bit more difficult. All right, 24 minutes into this matchup. Scoob's at 213 stacks. He's almost to the annoying part of the game. He's almost at 225. Kane does take a bunch of damage just from a little bit of Samurai Jack poke. And that's the fun of Paint by Numbers himself, Senor Hui. Lee Sin getting a nice red buff to share amongst his entire team. Blue buff going to Fusro's team. This crab I'm actually a really big fan of. Nico is on the top half, Nightmare does get hit by the bandage toss, able to kick away Fusro like a little dog. Does get the exhaust, might be a little bit rushed, but does force out the TP from Mordekaiser, which allows STSD to play around the map a little bit more, with Ched having TP and no one on the side of SCO able to match that. Also, not sure if we have anyone in the chat that can delete that, because I'm not a moderator. But let me check and see if I can actually delete this. Nope, I cannot. So we got Fusro kind of being pushed into the bot lane. Kane using his Nico passive almost exclusively. I'm a big fan of that. Ched coming in with the flash ult, does get hit by the Chains of Corruption from the Varsh. Scoob's able to get a shutdown on Varsh while Nico takes down Samurai Jack. Unfortunately, Mom gets called in, almost takes down the Syndra. Kane should fall down to Scoobs, but he's just going to live. Nightmare is going to be able to leap out, dash to safety of his Syndra. Syndra is able to take down Ched. Scoobs is trying to take down the Syndra. He's able to. He has to cleanse out from the Mordekaiser. He's able to survive, get a triple kill. Nico will live. Scoobs will stack. Scoobs will attack. He should be aware that this is Nico though, but he does get way too close. He does get shut down. He does get burnt. And Nico's the last strong tomato standing. And I mean, that was the team fight that you wanted if you're the side of STSD. Like, you'd Scoobs just free firing for a long while. And long range artillery is very nice. Unfortunately, Samurai was taken out pretty early in that fight. So he didn't get to use his long range artillery as much. But, you know, we have Dragon's Soul coming up in a minute 15. So, I mean, SCO should probably look to prioritize this one. If none other reason than just getting Elder Dragon on the map, try and level the playing field. Even though they did win the last team fight. I'm sure it would have been very nice to not have Scoobs be the only one with Elder Dragon. Alright, Dragon coming up in 15 seconds. Good vision on the side of SCO. They've got the entrances kind of cleared out. Trying to take down Samurai Jack. Nice, amazing insect play right into the Nico ultimate. Crypt Bloom going down. He getting some heals up. Fusro's going in pretty darn deep. And Scoobs is able to get some damage down, but it's not going to be enough to get the executes. He does call him Mom, but it's not for much, especially since he's full HP. Flash coming in from the Mordekaiser. Exhaust getting dropped down again, but it's not going to be very helpful. STSD is just getting hit in the vision game right now. Ched's going to try and look for a steal. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to. He will not. This will be Chemtexel over the side of STSD, or SCO, my bad. And it's looking like they're going to want to go for Baron as well. 17 seconds on Fusro. Pretty big on-hit Varus as well, so this should drop mighty fast. TP coming in from Ched. He does have a big blast cone as well. Mordekaiser no ult. Samurai Jack and Ched both TP'd at the same time. Not sure. Double knockup for Ched. Unfortunately, he's going to go down, but Smolder's going to be able to take out the Mordekaiser. Baron going down to the side of SCO. Scoobs is trying to do anything and everything in his power to get shutdowns. He's able to get 1. He's able to get 2. Able to get 3, but he's going to be taken down by the Nico. Seems like it's always Nico. 2 Barons on the side of SCO, which isn't bad at all, especially if it's on your 2 highest rated players in Nightmare and in Canes. Is going to be the first turret to fall for the side of STSD. Nice bounty, quicker picker-upper. And I mean, something that's really unfortunate is Hui is just sitting at 0513. Really glad that Scoobs has 9 kills. And I mean, if Slamrai isn't gonna have them, I'd want them to go to Scoobs. But I think at some point you need Slamrai to have some kills, get some extra gold in his pocket. I don't think he's sitting at a bad amount right now. But I mean, he's down in gold to his counterpart, even though he does have more CS and higher KP, but it's not how the cookie crumbles this game. Scoob's looking to clear some vision. Looks like SCO is just going to push down mid and top lane. Take this game nice and slowly, build up minion wave, use that Baron advantage. But I mean, Scoob's wave clear seems to be doing the trick, so as long as he doesn't get caught out by Nico, he should be fine. Plenty of long range, plenty of healing with Yuumi as well. Just 1 QE coming out from I'm a Killer and it takes Shed down to half health. He doesn't really have MR outside of the Merc Dreads. So Syndra and Nico are going to be slapping him around. And just on the top side, you see Cat Beans on the Mordekaiser just pushing. Making the side of STSD check him. I'm a Killer is getting pretty low. Not sure if it's going to be low enough. I know Nico is trying to look for some kind of engage. If you're the side of SCO, it's just take down Scoobs. If you're the side of STSD, I think you have to take down somebody. It looks like we're going to call out Mom, and Shyvana, whoever you believe Mom is able to take down I'm a Killer. I think those alt kills are some of my favorites in the game. That's kill number 10 going over to Scoobs. He is going to be your hope. So let's see if he can bring this one home. Also, I'm really hoping this game does not go 50 minutes. Nico ult does come through, but good fear coming in from Hui. Flash coming in from from Varus to throw down the chains of corruption. They are going to be able to take down Slamrai Jack, unfortunately. Scoobs is on his lonesome. Mordekaiser decided to take a Yuumi with him into the Death Realm, and somehow Yuumi survives. I don't know. Unfortunately, Scoobs goes down. Flash coming in from Lee Sin, gets a nice kick onto Fusro. And this could be it. It looks like Ched went a little bit deep. Double kill coming in for Vixen. And it's going to be an ace. There are not any grub gamers on the side of SCO, but they should be able to take down these 2 turrets very quickly. Get an inhibitor. Possibly take down Slamrai Jack again if he really wants to fight. They have the wave. They do have an Elder Dragon coming up in 1 minute, so I guess they're going to fight for that. Possibly take STSD's red buff in the process. And that they will. Resets coming out. Spending the excess gold. 2,000, 3,000, 1,000 everybody's pockets. GA coming in for Varus. It's going to be massive. GA components worked on by Lee Sin as well. Little surprised that Nico didn't go for GA, considering she does have to go in the full team comp, but she's been able to survive most of the game, so I'm not going to worry about that. There are super minions pushing in the mid lane, so I mean, if SCO just plays this really slowly, or they could just kill a Mumu in, you know, a very short time period. Unfortunately, Scoobs, he does flap, but that does not get him out of trouble, so he's going to have to flash out of the pit. That's a key summoner down. Side of STSD is just going to be fishing, but so will Nico as she lands a great ultimate onto 4 units. Mom getting called through, but it's not going to be enough. That's going to be an ace on the side of SCO. And TP coming in from Mordekaiser. Looking to end this. I don't need to see all of them. We're just looking at Cat Beans doing some auto attacks. Not hitting the turrets because we don't want to do that. And GG. Forfeit coming out from the side of STSD. Can't say that I blame them. But that is game number 1 for the side of SCO. They're going to take it. And we'll be right back with game number 2. And by right back, I actually mean like we'll be right back. So we got game 2 loaded up and ready. No point in waiting. We do have a few different changes. We have a Senna set bot lane. Got Cappings on the Mordekaiser still. Nightmare decides to go with the Sejuani. Goes with the tank option. Ched's going to be playing his Kled in the top lane. Slamurai Jack is going to be on the Lux in the mid lane. Nice little Kog'Maw, Yuumi in bot. Such a fun interactive combo. And Fusro is going to be playing his Udyr in the jungle, running around, wreaking havoc all over the place, doing what he does best. And it looks like we're going to have a mini fight here. Nice little kerfluffle, and just like that, first blood down for Ched. Only exhaust being used, and I'm a killer. Goes down. Not sure if Ched's going to recall. Looking like he won't. He doesn't need to spend all that extra 420 gold. He will fist with his team in celebration. Nah, we just got Scoobs dancing. Chatting a little bit. Fusser is Mastery 7 on Udyr for any of those you that did not know. As the Scoobs on his Kog'Maw. And yeah. Smite's coming down by both junglers on their blue buffs. Slamurai Jack throwing out the cube just for funsies. And get some CS and use the amazing Lux hitbox to try and get some extra damage. Ched throwing the soap on the rope. Taking Mordekaiser down a little bit. But he does get stuck in the Mordekaiser passive. That's a lot of fun to deal with. Throws out another bear trap. Reducing some armor. He does hit level 2. Not going to level anything just yet, I believe. Misses that bear claw. The bear trap. Scoobs and bark water. Not doing much just yet. They are getting a little bit pushed in, but I mean, they don't have a reason to fight. Kog'Maw wants to scale, so why do anything before that? Nice little electrocute poke going down from a killer in the mid lane. Ched's looking for an all-in, possibly. Cat Beans doesn't want to deal with it. And we've just got some interactive gameplay so far. Both junglers pathing opposite sides of the map. Looks like Sejuani's going to try and get something in the bot lane. Ched's able to push in lane, help out with Crab, get a deep ward. Possibly help out his jungler, help out his team, get some vision on Nightmare. Just trade off for Crabs. See if Ched places a deep ward. Look like he's not going to, but he's going to tell his whole team, hey, his top side's gone, so be careful. Looks like Soup's going to get flashed, eat upon. Uses flashes, not in time. Cleanse isn't going to do it for you, pal. And Scoob still goes down pretty early, I believe second game in a row as well. You hate to see it, but that's what happens when you pick a scaly champion. You're going up against SCO's best lane that they're going to be playing toward. Not too much going on. We do have Grub spawning in 20 seconds. So I think Fusar should be wrapping up his wolves right now. Recalling and then spending some gold and going right there. Or maybe he'll just go to his raptors because why not? Ched's going to kind of look for a mini ult and he's going to get dismounted. He does go flash. He does ignite. He's unable to take down Cat Beans, and that's going to be a little bit dangerous, especially with Nightmare realizing that Ched has nothing to work with. Ched might know something that Sejuani doesn't know. And he also might not. Nightmare does use the flash to take down Ched, unfortunately. And Fusro's just waiting on Nightmare. Not sure if he's going to be able to find anything, especially with a TP coming through from Mordekaiser. And not really sure what Fusro was thinking there. He might not have been. That's my only thought process. Especially with Grubs up. Like, he's a big Grub gamer. But it is what it is. Still up in CS. See what goes down though in this matchup. Bot lane, it's a little difficult. Giant wave crashing into bot side. Luckily they don't have to fear the Sejuani coming down, but they are just going to get harassed and poked by Senna. But with Yuumi, they are going to be able to heal. Mordekaiser does take Ched into the Death Realm. Ched's trying to remount because it's super not annoying at all. And he is able to finish off Cat Beans. Ched with a very broken champion Kled. You'll love to see it in Beer League. Luckily, we've only got 2 Kled enjoyers that I know of. Ched and Zesty Queso, so it's you're not going to see it all the time. But you will see it more often than you'd like. Dragon is up and available. No one's really looked at it just yet. Fusro's going to be invading onto Nightmare, trying to make a fight go down. It looks like Kane's going to try and do something in the bot lane, but he's just not fast enough. Fusro, there's no way you get caught out again and you die here. Samurai Jack hitting the great Q, easy bind in the Demacia missile. Demacia laser, whatever you want to call it. All coming through from Nightmare. All coming through from Syndra. 301 for a Nightmare. I mean, he's flying a tank. You wouldn't expect him to get the kills, take the kills, whatever, but he is their best player, and he's going to show the other team that he is a nightmare to deal with. I'm a killer, able to land. Nice little Q, get a takedown on Ched. And hopefully delay the scariness. In the bot lane, we do have a 20 CS lead for Kayn. I didn't think that would happen, but I guess they do have enough threat of an all-in to keep Scoobs and Barkwater off them. Lux's ult is up, so if she can get a binding, it's going to be a good nighttime killer. Maybe without even landing a binding. As Lux, Samurai Jack just takes down the Syndra. Dragon also going over to the side of STSD, so I mean that's a nice... Let's call it 2-for-0 trade-off. They didn't lose a single thing. Lux's ult is up in 10 seconds. So it's really fun to deal with. Jed just stacking waves up here for Mordekaiser. He does have his ult as well, so he can look to roam. The only problem is his mid laner based. So there's not too much he can do. Other than just ward and make sure that Nightmare doesn't get a kill on him. Grubs are coming up in 40 seconds or so. Ched's looking to fight. Not able to get the rope to connect completely. But he is wandering down into the river, just making sure that Nightmare isn't trying to kill him. Set running in, throws out the E's, not going to be in time as Scoobs can just skedaddle out of the way. Jed's taking the snake or the bear trap on a rope, but the claw decides who will stay and who will go, chooses Kled to leave. Flash coming out from Scoobs just to be safe, doesn't want to use the ghost in that scenario. And here goes Kled on the dive, trying to take down Cat Beans. He is taken into the death realm. He does have dismount, which says it's okay if you were getting hit by that turret because it's not going anywhere. I'm a killer, throwing out the ultimate, taking down Samurai Jack. Unfortunately, Fusro is only able to get one grub here. Ched's able to take down 2 plates this game. Not sure if Fusro is going to try and greed for one of these grubs, but this will be 5. Going over the side of SCO, so they will have the Void Mites spawning anytime that they hit a turret. Scoob's trying to get some damage down onto Celestial Vixen, who is all alone. It looks like Nightmare's taking a beeline into bot lane. Scoobs. It's 12 minutes into the game and he hasn't placed the ward down yet. This is quite impressive. I'd like to see like at least one vision score out from an ADC. At this point, but currently we're at 0. Samurai Jack just throwing out some abilities, unable to hit, but I'm a killer, landing them. Kayn might have stepped a little bit too far, as did Vixen, getting exhausted from the onset. Unfortunately, she is going to fall down to Scoobs. Yuumi ult coming through. SKO Kayn using the ultimate. It's going to get a massive shield for him, and he's going to have to flash away. Scoobs does go down. Unfortunately, Slammer's ult will not be enough, as it just misses out on the set. Nightmare's trying to hold bot lane. Scoobs just trying to push it in. Get his nice little reset out. And he is going to be able to do so. Dragon spawning in a minute and a half. Jed with the experimental hex plate. Is that the... That's not that. Profane Hydra. My bad. They're both blue items, so they're the same to me. He's going to be looking for a roam or just get out of lane, try and get off the vision. Senna's got 42 stacks of her passive. No one else is stacking this game. I guess Yuumi technically has like friendship stacks or something, but Yumi's not a real champion. There we go. Nice easy cleanup. Just 4,000 gold difference between these two, or 400 gold difference between these two teams. I mean, mid lane's pretty even. Jungle, Nightmare's got a massive lead, but Ched has almost 2,000 lead in the top lane. That's quite scary. 900 gold lead for Senna over the Yuumi, but I mean, that's to be expected whenever a champion can get free gold just by picking up a soul. Alright, again, some pings out for Dragon. Ched is starting to move down on the Clad. Looks like Vixen, Kayn, and Nightmare are going to be trying to dive. Scoobs, he's going to be in a lot of trouble, but so will Fusro as he's all by himself in the Dragon Pit. He does have Samurai Jack to help there. Ched is in the area as well. Unfortunately, Fusro goes down, so there's no smite on the side of STSD. Yuumi ult coming through. Vixen goes down and drops. Scoob somehow survives. He's able to take down Kayn with the help of Ched. He is going to take down I'm a Killer. Mordekaiser's in here just slamming his stick around. Celestial Nightmare is able to slay the dragon. Cappings is going to drop to Ched. Ched's 5-2-2 right now on a killing spree. So I mean, great smite secure by Nightmare. It's going to be a little bit easier without having Fusro there. But I mean, sometimes you get something crazy to happen. It looks like Scoobs might get caught out, especially if he does greed, but he is going to base pretty far away from his turret. He is going to be on vision from Nightmare. He's going to flash and ghost. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. Nightmare's going to have to flash to keep up with him. Vixen will get the shutdown. Won't be able to get the double kill onto the Yuumi, as Yuumi just barely survives. But Scoops is actually able to take down Celestial Vixen, so I'm going to go back really quickly. Not sure whether the camera is like this. Might be playing Mordekaiser's ult for the rest of the game. Get a nice little passive pop in that as well. Can I get... Nope, I'm not going to be able to get back. Okay. Well, I'm sorry for everyone that has to watch this, but we're going to be playing from Mordekaiser's POV. Not sure how I can fix this. I don't think I actually can without just restarting the match. Fusro is able to take down the Rift Herald, so that's going to be pretty big for pressuring turrets later in the matchup. Gold is pretty much even right now. Just one turret falling this entire game, much different than last game. Again, for anyone watching this, I am sorry. Did not mean to get Mordekaiser view. But I guess we're just streaming this one from Brazil. Alright, Ched's going to be looking to ult this Mordekaiser. Going to dash over the plate. Yomu's coming out from Fusro just to keep up with him. I don't think it's going to be overkill. Samurai Jack using Lux E just to get some extra vision. Veteran move right there. It does seem like STSD is going to be getting pinched. Great ult coming through from Nightmare. Scoobs is going to be dunked around. He's going to be taken down by Celestial Vixen. I don't think the passive on Cogman is going to be enough to take down Kayn. Does get a massive shield as well to avoid the death from Lux's ult. Meanwhile, Ched and Fusro just taking turrets in the top half. Ched is going to get his snake on the rope, bear trap on the rope, force Celestial Vixen to flash away. Unfortunately, Ched is going to dismount. I'm not sure if he can remount in here. If he can, it's not going to be doing it by shooting yourself into distance of the turret. Sometimes there's just only one way to go, and that was it. Shut down over to set. Cappine's getting chased by Fusro. But Fusro seems to just be farming, chilling, doing his own thing. We've got Dragon coming up in a minute 20, Baron coming up in a minute 30. Don't think any of these teams are going to be going for Baron on spawn. Scoobs is scaling, but he's still just scaling. He's at 4 kills. Kog'Maw's super strong. Found that one out last night. But not too much going on as of this moment. Just trying to get some vision down, get some lanes pushed. I'm a killer. If you have 1400 in your base, just like upgrade one of your mini items. Ched's going in on Cat Beans. He is going to be able to take him down. Not sure if he's going to fall, though. He will try to remount. Unfortunately, SKO Kane has a massive shield, massive haymaker to the face. Little Yoro does not stand a chance. Scoobs is on the bot side of the map by himself. He might actually be able to take this dragon if SCO is going to be fighting around the top half. But I think he is going to get spotted out on that ward in the river. He won't be spotted out, actually. But he should be aware that SCO is coming, and he's going to back off pretty smartly. Lux Q, heck of a hitbox. Should not work like that. I'm a killer. Looking to take down somebody with him, but Fusro's going to get it with his pass, with his damage. But that is going to be Dragon number 2 going over to the side of SCO. Not even going to be a smite fight. Kane's there to make sure that it's not even a chance. Unfortunately, Lux is going to get snared and ulti coming through from Senna. Ched's running into the deep. Not sure exactly who he's fighting. Lux is landing the binding. Mordekaiser does come out of the death round and does go down to Scoobs. Ched is flashing and dashing in there, all coming through from the Kane Haymaker as well. It's not going to be enough as Lux and Kog'Maw just have so much range and artillery. It's not even fair. It's not even fun. Down goes Set. And just like that, we've got a bloodbath. 15 kills on the side. STSD. 13 on the side of SCO. And here's Fusro just doing Fusro things, just pushing. Unfortunately, he doesn't want to push with the Herald. I don't know if it was just forced to pop, and so he did that and wanted to take 2 CS, but I don't think that turret falls in the bot lane. A little unlucky. But unlucky as we are with this camera angle. Camera hue. Color hue. And 10 minutes ago, I was talking about how Scoobs has 0 vision score. He's up to 10, so I mean, killing some wards or placing some wards. Either way, proud of him. Red buff falling for the whole STSD side. Oh no, Barkwater. You just got, I don't know, executed. Not sure why your name is Barkwater and you're playing a cap, but you do you. Ched's coming in with the ult. Yomu's coming out from Fusro as well, trying to get onto Celestial Vixen. Will be able to get away for now. Fusro is going to get slapped in the face by Kane, and it looks like Scoobs is going to go down as well. I don't know if Ched's going to be able to kill Vixen. It's not going to look like it, but Scoobs will be able to from the afterlife. Kane trying to stay alive on this set. Ched's just staying alive and surviving for far too long, and he's going to be able to scare off Nightmare. And that's not how I thought that fight was going to go. I thought it was going to be a nice clean sweep for SCO onto a Baron. But that's the power of Ched and Slamurai. And the passive of Kog'Maw. Not too much going on right now. Good dodge coming out by Slamurai Jack there. What is Luxall cooldown? 29 seconds. That's awesome. Looks like Fusro might be getting collapsed upon. He's not going to be able to take that red buff away for his whole team. It would have been a nice parting gift, but it is for naught. Scoobs is able to take turret on the bot side, get some local gold onto him as well. Let's see if he can become the carry that SCO needs him to be. Ched's still without MR in this game, but he doesn't seem to care too much about it. Fusro taking a blue buff for his whole team. Lux is really going to appreciate that, as will Kog'Maw, who does enjoy spamming some spells from time to time. Not too much going on the map. Dragon in 20 seconds. Set in Sejuani playing on the opposite side of Kayn and Vixen. Looks like Vixen might be dropping before the fight even starts off. She is forced to leave. Forced to use her ultimate. Great haymaker coming out, and Fusro just drops like a sack of potatoes. Ched's gonna get taken down as well. Lux is gonna be able to kill Set. Unfortunately, Nightmare is not going to really be able to do much here, other than just poke a bit. It's not Dragon Soul, it is Soul Point for the side of SCO. I'm not sure if Lux is going to be able to steal this, but definitely going to be worth a try. She does have vision. She does get the ult off, but it's not going to be enough. As a nice clean smite comes through by Nightmare. The side of SCO is just getting out of there. We don't care about the little scuttle crab. It is nice to clean up all of this vision. Unfortunately, it is after the dragon has been slain, so it doesn't really matter all that much. Next objective on the board is the Baron. 2,000 gold lead, 1.5k coming in. A lot of this is on Ched and Scoobs. Barkwater is way behind, but I mean, that's Yuumi gameplay. Fusro's just doing Fusro Udyr things. Pretending like he's the gingerbread man. Can't catch me. Ched is able to land the bear trap on a rope. Not going to be doing too much. Fusro and Slamurai are going after the Sejuani. Unfortunately, Fusro's leading Jack to die. I don't know why he doesn't like his mid laner, but it's whatever. But Scoobs just comes right in. Unfortunately, he does get a haymaker to the face. It's not going to be enough, as Scoobs will be able to take down Set. Fusro's still deciding whether he wants to fight or not. He's seeing that Scoobs is healing and dealing all the damage, but unfortunately, Barkwater leaves Scoobs because he did not want to witness that death. And he just saw the alien puppy just go pop. And Chad's going to be trying to split on the bot lane, keep this wave pushed. He's up 3 levels on cap beans. That's kind of scary. Now it's just 2, so it's not as scary. And they should be Baron going down. I don't think that they're going to wait for Scoobs. It would be nice, but I mean, who really cares if your ADC misses Baron by 1 second? Not STSD, apparently. Luckily, though, Fusro is going to give Kog'Maw a nice little red buff. Nightmare is going to give Vixen 4 souls. And again, if you did forget, Fusro is Mastery 7 Udyr. He likes to flash it just so people know how good he is. And there really isn't much action going on at this point. Waves are getting pushed, and then just they're not really being taken to turrets. It's just we're gonna push it. You guys can push it right back. So I guess the only positive to this is SCO isn't pushing it into their faces. We do see Fusro just run back and forth in the top lane. It looks unfortunately like Jack is going to be getting taken down. Luckily he didn't use his ult because it would be back up and he could use it again even while he's dead. Fusro is just going to be pushing the top side. He should be looking to get top lane turret here, get some gold for himself and for his team. The side of SCO looking to push mid lane. Ched's trying to do something crazy. He's going to be looking to go after Vixen. Able to take her down to half health, and it looks like he's going to be able to get the solo bolo onto Hurricane. Going to use the Haymaker, build up a lot of courage and anger and angst, whatever the heck else. And I forgot that I'm a Killer was in this game. I haven't seen him play for a long while. I haven't seen him being active on the map. I'm sorry, that's just poor vision on my behalf. And now it looks like STSD will be able to push mid lane and move that into a dragon pressure. Getting TP coming in from Slamurai as well. This could potentially be another turret. I mean, not too much range here. Reese, I'm glad that you love doing some yoga. And just like that, SCO down 9,000 gold. Did not expect this coming into this game. Thought this was going to be a cakewalk, not going to lie. No matter how toxic that is or is not. It looks like Slamurai Jack is going to try and get some magic damage down, but we got the Karnak Hooker or whatever on Nightmare. Mordekaiser ult not coming through despite what our screen looks like. SKO Kane, he's going to get a Haymaker. Not going to be able to do much with it. Ched's going to be able to get a kill in the bot side along with Lux getting a kill on the set. 2 damage dealers down, both the bot lanes down for SCO. This should be a free dragon. And STSD doing some work this game. 10 kills on Kog'Maw, 10 kills on Ched, or on Kled. Fusro's running around the map like a madman. About 10,000 gold, a little bit less, but you could imagine. Scoobs has spent all of his money. Fusro has 4,000 gold. He better be basing here. Or not. Or not. I don't know why you'd want to spend gold. Especially whenever you're not full build. But when you can hang out with Lux and just get that part done as you're baiting, not the worst idea, I guess. Slamurai Jack did hit 10 stacks on his Dark Seal. I'm going to see if he buys a Death Note. Hubris on Kled. Kind of like that. It's kind of really annoying. Fitting with his build. Baron coming up in 1 minute. I think STSD is going to try and get this bot wave in, take this turret down. Just like that, there it goes. And look for Slamurai to spend some of his 2,800 gold before this Baron. 45 seconds. Bot lane getting pushed in. Slow, methodical gameplay. Don't really see that from STSD. Usually it's just, hey, we're gonna run at you as fast as we can, and hope for the best. And just like that, Scoops is gonna force a flash away from that Sejuani. Didn't even threaten with the ultimate. Ched might be getting caught out, but it looks like they really just want Scoops, so they're not gonna waste anything on him. Baron is spawning in 5 seconds. Not sure if Fusro plans on pushing in this wave and getting caught out before then, or just pushing that wave and just sprint right over to the Baron. There is a super wave in the base, but it looks like Capines will be dealing with that. Fusro is going to clear out this control ward. And there's no vision on the Baron for the side of SCO. This is looking pretty good. Fusro's running away from the Baron. That's what you'd like to see from your jungler. He's running back now into 4 people on the other team. He's going to be taking some damage, and he will fall. Shutdown going over to the set. Ched's going to jump in the back line. He said, I don't like that you hurt my friend. I'm going to try and do something about it. Unfortunately, someone gets taken to death round. It is Scoobs, and he is going to outduel the Mordekaiser. He is going to fall down to I'm a Killer. Ched does have his GA. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do anything else. Samurai Jack trying to get some kills, but it's not going to be enough. As he is going to be able to take down Celestial Vixen. Yumi's just pressing E like a madwoman. Getting the job done. Nightmare is going to possibly fall as well. But all while this is happening, we've got some supers in the base. 1 turret down. Can we get a second turret to fall? Ched and Yumi are looking for that Sejuani. She's going to somehow stop her base. Not sure, 100% sure why. I guess she's going to be looking to steal this Baron potentially. Nightmare knows that if he does go to the base, then he's not going to be able to get in position for Baron steal. Ched's going to start her up before Fusro comes in, but that's okay. I don't think Nightmare does have vision on this, so it's just going to be a blind steal. And it's not going to be in time. As STSD takes their second Baron buff of the game. Dragon spawning in 30 seconds. Everyone's getting most of their gold spent. Kog'Maw's got some extra, but he's not going to be able to complete an item. Doesn't need an elixir either, so that's nice. Again, not really sure what's going on with this camera. I tried to watch a replay and put me in Mordekaiser Death Realm. Look for Barkwater, hopefully get attached to somebody so he doesn't get caught out by crowd control. There are no really major waves being pushed in from STSD. They want to take this fight as fast as possible. Fusro's going to go in there, steals the Dragon. Ched's going to go in on the backside, try to take down Celestial Vixen. Scoops is going to fall to I'm a Killer. As will Mordekaiser, as will Barkwater. Fusro's doing his thing. He's running to the end. Ched does have a GA pop. Not sure if he's going to be able to do much. He might be able to take down Kane. Not going to look like it. Lux is able to take down Set, though. While Fusro's pushing. I'm a Killer using the Flash Q E is going to shut down Samurai Jack, but 2 turrets down, 2 inhibs down. Fusro's going to try and do his thing. Nightmare's doing a great job of stalling out, making sure that wave does not get any closer. I love when these games take forever. Definitely wasn't planning on having dinner soon. Fusro's going to get a blue buff for him and no one else on his team. He's really good at sharing. He's also Mastery 7 Udyr as well. Stay of the game. 10,000 gold lead by STSD. No one expected this. Fusro's doing Fusro things of just running headfirst into a base. He's going to try and force Kane to fight him. And that is actually going to bring all of the minions into turret range. He's going to use the Haymaker, but it's not going to do enough. Scoobs and Barkwater are going to be looking to push down bot side. Maybe if I'm a killer goes for a fight, push out that wave a bit too far. Could spell trouble. But again, just back to clearing waves for SCO. It's a great way to stay in the game. Just have 4 minutes of free CS. Scoob's taking down the red buff. Ched's going to be going in, looking to get onto this set. It looks like the bear trap on the rope is not going to be enough, but it will take down Barkwater. Ched is deep. He is going to dismount. Let's see if he can remount in time, but he's going to get a Haymaker to the face. Yumi is on him, but it's not going to be long enough as Sejuani is going to use her ultimate to stop. I'm not really sure what Fusro is doing. He's running around again. Okay. Scoobs and Slamurai are doing their thing in the bot side as Fusro's just running around being a menace, being annoying. I'm going to zoom out a little bit more because we are getting a little bit of action everywhere on the map. No waves pushing in bot side, so Fusro is kind of just sprinting around. Not necessarily running it down, but he is sprinting it in the map. Fusro's not going to be dying there. Just a lot of poke coming out from Kane, or from Scoobs and Slamurai Jack, but with the Sejuani engage, Flash Ghost coming out from Scoobs, trying to stay alive, but unfortunately Set just ults the Lux right onto Scoobs' face. Vixen goes down. Somehow Yumi is doing Yumi things and healing up Scoobs like his life depended on it, because it did. Fusro's running around. He might be in the death round, but he is going to somehow escape as well. Sejuani barely lives. Baron up in a minute. Dragon Soul up in a minute for both teams. Bot wave's going to be getting pushed in. This will be shut down for I'm a Killer. Good job. Taking down Scoobs. It should be a bot inhib going down as well. 3 waves of supers coming in. It's going to be very difficult for SCO to deal with, especially without 3 members of your team. And Fusro is just going to be smacking turrets. Slamurai Jack with the great hit on to I'm a Killer. That's a GG. That's a 1-1 series. STSD takes game 2. And that's pretty wild. I don't know if I'll have stats for post-game or not. I will not. We do have Captain Flowers, though. That's that. GG's both teams. It was a fun series to cast, a fun series to watch. And tune in later tonight, as we should have a few more series being casted that need to be caught up. So thank you, and